Donato, fantastic to see you.
Hey, good morning, Chris. It's fantastic to be here. What a beautiful morning. It's so crisp, whilst there's a mist here on the top of the hill.
There's mist and there's sun just peeping through the mist.
The sun coming through the mist is quite something. So shall we go for a run?
Let's do it, yeah.
Let's go.
On the top of the Lickey Hills.
Yes, in Middle Earth.
Can't think of a better place to be.
Absolutely. It's obviously social distance, of course.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
And we just got the remains of the snow. It's going to be running into it in a minute. So is
remnants of a snowman down there.
Yep. I was going to say, oh, aren't we lucky that we got a fellow YouTuber within walking distance meet up on the Lickeys.
Exactly. It's pretty lucky about that. It's very rare. Well, one is being in such a beautiful part of the country, but two, as you say, being in close proximity is quite serendipitous.
Absolutely. I've just realised that because I've got the camera, you're going to have to speak louder than me, so I'll try and speak more quietly. You speak louder.
Oh, no, I'll shout at the camera.
Yeah. I love this snow here. I thought it'd be really kind of wet and horrible this morning, but it's kind of stuck around as it does on the top of the Lickeys, nearly 1,000 feet above sea level.
Is it that high?
Yeah, I think if you stand on the top of the little castle, which we showed at the beginning,
yeah,
then your head is 1,000 feet above sea level.
Well, you see, I never knew that. I didn't realise how high up we were in this.
It's as high as the Cotswolds. People have heard of the Cotswolds, but they don't realise there's hills like this 10 miles from Birmingham city centre.
Yes, I mean, we can see, as our American friends would call it, we can see downtown Birmingham from here, but not today.
Not today. See about 50 metres or something.
Yeah.
Should we go that way?
Yeah, let's go.
We got this big green space on the top of the hills, and then deep woods below, but we're just kind of staying up here today.
Just get a nice little run in. Obviously I haven't done the warm-up to get up here.
Wow, yeah, going up the hill. Well, I don't know about you, I'm quite pleased with myself for getting out here for 9 AM.
Yes, it's the I find mornings for me personally the best time, and it helps clear the head, get the blood flowing for the rest of the day, and puts you in a positive frame of mind.
I agree, and you feel such a satisfaction if you do get out for a run when you don't feel like it and you drag yourself out.
Yeah. I mean, look at that over there with the mist through Birmingham.
It's stunning, isn't it? You can see it just behind the tower blocks, between the tower blocks and Frankley Beaches, for anyone that's local and knows the area. And there's downtown Birmingham.
Oh,
we can see it. The mist
has
have cleared. Look at this. We're going to get a little bit of cloud. Let me just slow down and try and get this in nice quality.
I'm going to get my Polaroid on this. So always take the camera.
So local geography, we're now facing the Black Country. Black Country goes quite high as well, so Dudley, it's the hill above Dudley there. That's to the northwest, and then the city centre is kind of northeast of here. And between here and there is Rubery. Bright lights of Rubery.
Or rubbery, as some people might call it, although there's only one B, not two Bs.
Yeah.
So on a beautiful summer's day, you can see all the benches here.
There's a lot of
Tourists
benches.
come up and sit down on a bench and look across the cityscape.
Bit of dark humour, but I was going to say the more tourists come up, the more benches they're going to be, because most of them are dedicated to people who like to sit here.
Yes.
So we're going to end up with all benches.
I know.
So, as a runner, not sure I approve of too many benches. We'll get
As
everyone
a
walking
walker,
around.
they can be a godsend.
Oh yeah,
Sit down,
only
have-
kidding.
Have your picnic.
Just
In the snow again.
yeah, just keep seeing these stunning views with the sun through the mist in the pine woods. Could be slippery here. We sort of talked beforehand about what we should talk about for a video, and I mentioned positive thinking, but it kind of seems unnecessary in a way to talk about it, because just being here doing a run in a beautiful place, by definition that's as positive as you can get.
Exactly. It's basically no words are needed.
No, exactly. And actually, when we met up before, I think that was something we were talking about with running, how it's weird that it's actually quite a skill to make it interesting. So as a YouTuber, you know, because the reality of running, just putting one foot in front of the other isn't that exciting, but it's everything that goes with it. You've got a good community going, Donato. I've seen your live video. Well, actually, I wasn't able to watch it at the time, but it's good to get runners together, and good to get people local as well to be able to meet IRL.
IRL.
In real life.
Yeah.
I'm sure you knew that, right? Just for any of our viewers.
I like all the acronyms on
Actually, I don't normally like acronyms, but just thought I'd say that one. There's things, I don't know, maybe I'm getting older, but there's things that never had an acronym and now do.
Yeah.
And it confuses me sometimes.
like text talk, you know, it's almost like you don't want to say the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's me saying about hills.
Here we go, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do love doing the live chats, and because you're there at the same time as everybody else, there's a great energy with everyone, and yeah, I get quite a buzz from that, and always welcoming new people. Everyone's very welcoming,
Yeah.
and supportive, and that's the idea. And it doesn't matter what skill or ability. In fact, you don't even have to be a runner. You know, you can just join in.
Yeah, that's true.
This way.
Well,
The great thing around here is you don't really have to have a clue where you're going, but if you keep going round,
and don't go too low.
you'll eventually turn up close to where you started.
Yeah, that's true. Hope I'm not puffing too much. That's the thing about recording a video while you're running.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People used to comment when I used to make these sort of first person running videos. People used to either comment on the fact I was talking while I was running, which some people thought was quite difficult to do, or else they said my breathing is absolutely terrible. And as it turns out, they had a point. My breathing wasn't good. So I've kind of been, over the years, I've kind of been converted to this idea that doing more slow running below the lactate threshold is a good way to develop your technique generally overall. Not to go too hard, and to focus on your breathing.
It certainly builds up the endurance. I mean, we all hear about zone 2 training or mathatome method, and I'm not so much into the mathatome method guy part, but the running, you know, where you take your heart rate and deduct your age and this and that should be the pace you run at, which is basically around zone 1, zone 2.
Yeah.
So again, same philosophy. 80-20 is another one. They're all around the same same theme, same topic.
Well, you mentioned the
which is go
80-20.
slow.
I don't actually know much about it, so what's the idea?
80-20. 80% of your training is slow.
Right.
That's it in a nutshell. Zone
Yeah.
1, zone 2.
Yeah, you see, I've been out of the loop of this for a long time because I've been doing sprinting for the last 3 or 4 years, so
Yeah.
things have become more kind of, there's more of a consensus around these ideas.
I mean, this is, bearing in mind, Chris, this is more for endurance events, and you could say, even as, dare I say, 5k is a short endurance, that's the kind of training that can help. But obviously, the shorter the distance, the more short speed work you need to do to build up that speed if you wanted to look to run a super fast 5k. 10k you definitely need endurance on that, and building up your lactate. But
Well, I totally follow your advice on these things because I've seen your times recently for 5k and 10k. Have you got any other goals for this year, other distances?
well, with there not being any races going on at the moment, I've really got no burning goals. The one that I'm aiming for, but again, I don't want to get into the politics and debates of this C19, but I do have a half Ironman in June, and that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
And I would love to qualify for the World Championships from that race.
What do you need to do to qualify?
If I go under 5 hours for my age group,
Yeah.
there's a strong, I have to win my age group, by the way.
Right.
So it's no second or third, you have to win, because I'm a bit of an old geezer.
There's some serious goals here.
So it means basically it finishes with a half marathon, and I need to be running about a 1 hour 20 half marathon at the end of the swim and the bike. So
That's crazy.
but that's one of the goals. But I'd like to get fast again on the because I did try just before Christmas the 10k. So
Yeah.
during the second lockdown, I've done 4 weeks of specific 10k training, and for the first time ever, bearing in mind I'm almost 60,
Yeah.
I ran a sub 38.
Sub 38.
Sub 38.
I knew you'd gone sub 40. That is awesome.
I mean, sub 40s just for fun then.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's a massive difference between running a 38 and running a 40. Massive difference. I don't think people appreciate there's so much focus on these marathon distances and taking 2 or 3 minutes off your marathon time, from 4.5 hours to 4 hours 28. But to take 2 minutes off from 40 minutes, sub 40 to a sub 38, that's going some.
Yeah.
Really good from that. And
Well,
then
I can remember from when I used to do it.
I mean, I'd love to run again. For those distances, I'm aiming for world-class classification on age grading, which is 90% up.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm going to be following your progress with a lot of interest. It's pretty exciting, the Ironman challenge you've set yourself, I reckon. Got to get everything just right.
and then autumn is Berlin Marathon. Again, hopefully that will go ahead. But I would love to win the age category in that, and or at least go sub 3.
What's your PB for the marathon?
3:06.
Right. Oh, you'll be smashing that, no doubt. Right, shall we head into our cool down?
Yeah.
So might stop this video here.
Stop the video. Woi. Great chatting to you guys.
It's been fantastic.
Great to meet you, Chris, and no doubt we'll see you again either on a walk or a run.
Absolutely. IRL, that's the way forward.
Absolutely. IRL, in real life. And as they say, whatever you do, whatever you are, keep running.
Keep running.
Oh yes.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you. Bye bye.